Status update. Valuable objects located, sir.
Keep it up, you four.
Can we get out of here?
Father.
Jax, so it's true. You are alive. I hadn't dared to hope.
So, you left Zakor? Have you stopped taking Elex too?
I am trying, but it's difficult. You must have experienced the problems of Elex withdrawal yourself.
I was unconscious during the worst of it. My body was already drained of Elex when I awoke.
There is more to the changes than just the physical. It is how your mind copes with the rejection of all that you have known, all that you have been in life. Tell me, what do you make of the world you have discovered since leaving Zakor?
That the free people are capable of resisting the Albs. We are told we are superior, but the Albs have failed to crush them, or their spirit.
That will change soon. The first Elexitor, Tarek, is assembling his troops before the gates of the Ice Palace. He will make his move, and he will succeed in conquering the lands of the free people. We have to stop him, or our people will perish.
What are you doing here with the Separatists?
I had no other choice. I tried to stop Tarek and Zakor, but he realized my plans. He would have killed me if I had stayed. I hope that I can still make a difference from here. I can help to bring a halt to Tarek's plans. His blind obedience of the hybrid endangers all our people.
What is it he's doing that threatens the Albs? Why is Tarek such a danger?
Tarek is a puppet. He has given his will to the hybrid. The hybrid and his new directive dominate our people. And soon, Tarek will dedicate all our people, the whole of the fighting strength of Zakor, to an invasion of the lands of the free people. Oh, this death for one purpose. Greater power to the hybrid. I say we need to find another way. One that does not lead to our ruin.
Then we should ask the hybrid what he will become. We should know what we are choosing between.
Do you think the hybrid will talk to us? To him, we have no more free will than the mutants he commands. You know the price that an owl pays to reach the highest ranks in Zakor.
You summoned me, Master?
Calax, you have proven yourself loyal to the directive. You are efficient. You obey your orders. Those are the marks of a true Alb. I have watched you and your brother, and the honor you have brought to your father. You will all have a part to play in the events that are to come. Are you ready to play that part, Calax? Will you join those chosen to evolve?
The hybrid's will is above all. I will serve the hybrid.
And so it shall be. Open your mind to me, Calax. Know my thoughts and serve the directive.
You and your brother were the strongest warriors at the Ice Palace's command. Strong, intelligent, iron-willed. No one could equal you. And now look at you. Today, you are an outcast.
I suspect that my failure in execution was planned by someone at the Ice Palace.
I share those suspicions, but I have yet to find any proof.
My raider being shot down, the Albs being nearby to carry out my execution. The chances of those things happening without being planned.
But the questions are why and who. The only cause I can think of is your free will. All other Albs took the hybrid's favor as an honor. You questioned it. But who ordered your death? Who coordinated it? That, I don't know.
What about my brother, Elex?
I don't believe that. I am sure if your brother is involved, it is only as an instrument. He must be being used by other people. He would only have carried out the execution if he had orders to do so.
What about the first Elexitor, Tarek?
He has the power and the intellect to plan something like this. But he is no longer himself. These days he is merely a vassal to the hybrid. I don't think he possesses the ability to think as freely as this. I don't think he would do this without orders from the hybrid.
What about Zardom? It's obvious he's planning something. Could his plans involve killing me?
Now that he has left the Ice Palace, he would have no reason to do that. Zardom was always set on becoming First Elexitor. If he thought you were an impediment to that, he would have no hesitation in having you killed. But now he's here, out of Zakor, who knows what his plans are?
I know Zardom wanted my raider shot down. Zardom knew I was flying to Adan, and he knew the purpose of my mission.
Well, if that is true, I don't know how he knew that information. No. Zardom was already in exile when you received your orders from the hybrid.
Then someone at the Ice Palace must have got that information to him.
If Zardom is behind this, then he had help. But why would another Alb communicate with an exile?
What about the hybrid?
The hybrid needed you and your skills to achieve his aims. While your free will may have made you stand out, your will is nothing to the hybrids. You were under his control and offered no threat. Besides, if he wanted you dead, he could have had you shot without the need for this intricate plan.
So who do you think is behind this?
I don't know. Even if there is someone behind this, I think you will learn his name on the day you stride up the great ramp to the Ice Palace.
You served the directive to obtain all Elex for the hybrid. What changed your mind?
What happened to our search for knowledge? What happened about our evolution? What about researching the nature of Elex? All those were key to the Alb people, and all have been dominated by the hybrid's demand for Elex. A lot has changed at the Ice Palace since the coming of the hybrid, and the pace of that change is only accelerating. The hybrid tells us nothing of this future he sees. He is obsessed with his own evolution, and that is only attainable through the consumption of ever greater quantities of Elex. No Alb, no free person will be allowed to stand in his way. I still believe in serving the Albs of Zakor, but to achieve that, I now know that the hybrid must be removed from the Ice Palace.
If the hybrid's evolution is not yet complete, shouldn't we ensure he reaches his final form?
With all the sacrifices we've made, with all the blood he once spilled, has he told us what he will achieve if he attains that? How do we know what he will become? No. My loyalty ended on the day of your execution. I will not sacrifice my son for the ideals of that machine.
Where is Calyx now?
Your brother knows you are still alive. He is looking for you. He wants to finish what he started and prove his loyalty. After all, technically, he failed in his mission to execute you. He will want to remedy that. That is why he is traveling alone. He is currently in the mountains of Abessa on the border of Zakor, awaiting information on your whereabouts. Have no doubt, he will strike as soon as he knows where you are.
Not if I get to him first.
I would rather you both join together. The death of either of you weakens us all.
It is far too late for us to be reconciled.
There must be a way to free him from the hybrid. He's a slave like Tarek. If you could free him from the hybrid's will, then you could both be reconciled.
And if he comes for me in the meantime, I will fight him rather than die myself.
If that is your fate. But you think clearly and independently now, Jax. You can decide your own destiny.
I have discovered Zardom's secret. He has control of a mutant force.
I knew he must have a plan. The question is, what he intends to do with them. Whatever he says about his motives, I find it hard to believe that he has turned his back on his past. I think we will need to watch Zardom carefully.
Which one of you convinced Wardak to join your cause?
No one did. Your father chose to join us himself. I hope that you too can see the strength of our cause.
The Pilgrim Thorold is key to the fight against the hybrid.
Then there is another who will fight to take control of Zakor.
I don't think Thorold has any interest in taking the throne in the Ice Palace. He's seeking to defend Idan.
The Berserkers have their own plans for Magalan. Their goals will always be a threat to ours. Never forget that all the free people have their own agendas.
As do you.
Yes, but mine is clear. As are the results of my actions. You cannot say the same of others. Offer people power, and they will take it. That includes the Pilgrim. The survival
trouble.
I doubted what I was told, that you were failing the hybrid. Yet now even the fact that you still breathe stands against the directive. Why did you come here, Jax? What did you expect to find?
My brother.
You appeal to me with emotion? The bond of blood with you, with Father, once gave me honor. Now all I have is shame. Your execution should have saved me from that.
And yet, here I stand. You failed the directive, Elex. Perhaps we aren't perfect after all. Wardic hid the truth. We were born free people. Elex, the hybrid, our father. They decided what we would become.
Powerful, superior. They opened the door to our evolution. Our past is irrelevant.
So we've been told. But what other lies have we yet to uncover? You take the promises of the future and serve without question. But even now as an Alexiter, what does the hybrid tell you, Elex? What do you know of the truth?
From the ashes came the clerics, believers in Kalan. From Kalan came the Albs, believers in the future. From Elex came the hybrid, seer of all things. Together we serve no god, we bow to no person. Together we shall evolve.
Evolve into what? The Albs existed before the hybrid. Now we serve him. Now we bow to him. He has taken the place of Kalan.
Do you think you can anger me? I don't need anger, brother. The directive tells me you must die. What is dead should stay dead.
You want trouble? You got it.
Yeah, what? You, the now, your ex,
And
pow,
so we've been, but
from the,
So, Calyx set a trap for me. Warden walked me into it. He has some explaining to do.
That's enough of that! 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 You'll regret that. You'll regret that. You'll regret that.
Calix lured me into a trap. You told me Calix was traveling alone, but I was ambushed by several units of Alb soldiers.
I told you what I knew of him. Calix must have changed his plans.
Where did you get that information in the first place?
From Calix.
Then either you lied, or Calix used you to set a trap for me.
The hybrid has made him blind to all other things. You must help set your brother free from the hybrid's control.
I can't promise you that.
This nonsense has to end. He was your brother in arms. He is your brother by blood.
Calix told me I was to become an Elexitor, one of the Chosen. What does that mean?
That you were directly under the hybrid's control, working together as a group to do the hybrid's will.
But I don't remember even having access to the hybrid. As a full Elexitor, Calix was the one who had access. He was the one who always spoke directly to him. There must be more to this. It just doesn't add up.
Then you need to speak to Calix yourself.
I would have done, but the combat mechs you failed to warn me about had other ideas.
There must be another way to reach him.
And how do I do that without walking into another trap?
You will have to find a place where the combat mechs won't go. Then, you'll need to lure him there.
Any suggestions for where I can lure him?
No. That's a question you'll have to answer yourself.
Lure Calix? Are you serious?
It's better than you fighting his combat mechs.
Then give me a suggestion, Father. If you want to help him, then help me.
Something important happened in the past that I have yet to tell you. Calix has known for some time, and I think he fears the truth.
What is it he fears?
Losing his rank as Elexitor.
Tell me the secret.
There is a small fishing village on an island to the south of Idan. It is now long abandoned. You should go there. That is where you will find the answers you are seeking.
You must be able to tell me more than that.
I could tell you, but you may not believe me. You have to see it yourself to understand. I will speak to you when you return.
Have a good day.
Okay, now it'll get interesting. This fucking bird is looking for trouble! You want trouble? You got it. That fucking... That fucking brute is looking for trouble. That fucking brute is looking for trouble.
And what the fuck was that supposed to be? And what the fuck was that supposed to be? Haha, fight!
So, this is the place Wardick wanted me to see. This place, there's something familiar about it. I have been here before. This path, this beach. It was a long time ago, but I was here. I was still a child. A young child. I lived here with my parents. This was my home. It was raining. They came out of the darkness with their weapons of light and fire. People ran in panic. They ran. They were cut down. The town on fire. Screaming. Another boy hiding near me. Just as afraid as I was. Everyone else was gone. All that remained were the lifeless bodies in the surf. It was just me. And the other boy. Then one of the attackers found us and took us with them. He named me Jax, and the other boy, Elex. So, that is what Warden kept secret all these years. Elex and I weren't born in Zakor. We came from Edan. We were born berserkers. Why would Wardick hide that from us? Too easy.
Incomer or outcast, you can find a place to sleep back there. If you want a meal, there's meat and there's a fire. You can put the two together. You're welcome to stay if you need a place to shelter for a couple days. Are you here to spy for Cormag? If you're here to claim payment, I didn't steal those things, so I can't pay you back. If you want to rest before you go back and tell him that, you're welcome to stay.
What exactly happened to you?
You tell me. One day I'm a loyal berserker, the next I'm accused of theft and sentenced without a chance to defend myself. But then maybe that's something you know about. The only people I tend to see out here are on patrol or in exile.
I wasn't exiled.
You weren't? I've not met many people who chose to come here. Exiled, lost, running away, yes. Chosen to come of their own free will? No. Why would you choose to come to this flight and ass end of nowhere?
Being free means you can make mistakes.
A sense of humor. You'll need that here.
If you don't like it here, you should leave.
I can't. Exile isn't just a sentence to leave, it's a sentence to stay. If I leave this place, the powers in Goliath will send a patrol to bring me back here, and chances are they wouldn't bring me back alive.
You should kill the person who sent you here.
Kill a warlord? Tempting though that might be, I can't see it helping me. Someone else would have to prove me innocent. And who's gonna do that? I just have to accept the fact that I'm stuck out here for good.
I will persuade them to let you go home.
Why would you? I don't know you. No, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, I'm not used to anyone saying they'd help. And it will put you up against the warlord Cormag. He's convinced I'm guilty. I'm not sure talking will convince him otherwise.
Then I'll threaten him.
Then he'll condemn you too. And then you'll end up exiled out here, or worse. Of course I want to go back. Exile wouldn't be punishment if people didn't want to go back. But we won't persuade Cormag alone. We would need help.
Yes, I know Alric. If I took you to him, he'd probably try and sell you.
You have met him. Believe it or not, he's one of the good guys. Sure, he'd sell his grandmother for the right price, but you know where you are with him. He should help me. If you go to Goliath and speak to Ulrich, he could come up with a plan. One thing about Ulrich, he's always got a plan.
Not now.
No, I can't talk to you right now.
Hello, I have the best.
I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. It's going to take me a while to work out where to go now that the Dome City...
Well, we don't have to worry about the cleric's plans for a... Well, we don't have to worry about the cleric's plans for a Bessa now, hey?
Hands off, Art.
So many dead. And it's all my fault.
I'm here!
Fucking murderer!
I've been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
And how can your plans succeed now? There must be a way for us to achieve the greatness you want.
Yes, the time is pressing. You must act fast. This truth is what you can use to lure Elex. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Elex will come to you. There is one place Elex will not dare to take anyone from Zakor. You will know it when you see it.
The converter and tab are the con the con. Kata needs your help.
Kata? Kata? I don't know a Kata.
She's already told me she knows you.
All right. All right, as it's you I'm talking to. Yeah, I know her. A man's gotta be careful. It's dangerous to throw in with the wrong people.
I thought you were friends.
We were. But a warlord's judgment changes everything. If she's got a warlord pissed, then yeah,
She's guilty, and it's safest to stay away from her.
What about loyalty?
What's loyalty? I'm an honest man. I'm loyal to money.
Are you gonna help her or not?
Will you accept a no?
No.
Is that any way for a friend to act? All right, all right. I will do it. It isn't as if I didn't have a plan.
What's your plan to save her?
Okay, listen. She's accused of theft, right?
Correct.
So, what happens if those thefts continue now she's in exile?
That would be proof the accusations were false.
See? Always knew you were quick. So, all you need to do is steal the right stuff.
What do I have to do?
You grab the right stuff and leave it in the right place, and she gets right out. Simple.
So, what's the right place to leave the stuff?
Somewhere it incriminates our scapegoat, of course.
Scapegoat?
The guy who snitched on Kata. Drogue. He tried to fit her for the crime. Now we'll do that to him. Come on, you must know him. He guards the main city gate. You like as not saw him on the way in here.
You don't like Drogue.
He's a prime A1 blackmailing asshole who uses his position to rob people and make them feel small. What's not to like? Go to Cinda and Bourne's huts. Everyone knows they've got chests of valuables. So, here's the plan. You find those chests and break into them. You steal the valuables and leave a claw behind in their place. Then, you put those valuables, those stolen valuables, into a chest in Drogue's house together with another claw. That's going to make him look very, very guilty.
Why a claw?
Because it's the sign of, well, that doesn't matter for now. Let's just say that when people see the claw, they will take it as proof of Drogue's guilt. So, take these claws, one for Cinda's chest, one for Bourne's, and one for Drogue's, and get the job done. Everything clear?
That smells like trouble. You sure you can trust him?
That technology will get you into trouble here.
Look after yourself.
Yeah, he was starting fights for no reason. That's why he got in trouble.
Mechs that went into Abessa pretty much killed that whole party.
Bad talk. That's all he's ever been.
I can see you sneaking around over there.
You must have something to offer apart from shards.
What makes you say that?
This town isn't bankrupt. You have a lot of things you can pay with apart from Alexit.
Actually, we're short of everything. Blame the comet and decades of war. But you have a point. Here, take this.
Needs a key.
You'd better not try anything. I can see you sneaking around over there. Can I do something for you? I can see you sneaking around over there. I can see you sneaking around over there. Are you lost?
Quit sneaking around.
Are you lost? You'd better not try anything.
Stop trying to sneak. I've seen you already.
Damn. Damn. Got it.
I'm certain of it.
Hey. Thief! You give thieves...
Oh, I hope this is important.
How can I break into Cinda's and Bourne's chests?
Break the lock, pick the lock, stare at it until it drops off. I'm sure you can think of something.
Isn't there a simpler way?
Well, I suppose you could use the keys. I happen to have picked them up earlier. Here, but don't let those keys get traced back to me. I'd rather not end up at the end of a rope.
How did you get those keys?
If I tell you that, I'll ruin my aura of mystique. Point is, I had them, now you've got them, and you can get Kata free. Problems are solved when Ulrich's involved.
Hey, what? What do you want?
It can't continue like this, right?
Is someone there?
Quit sneaking around.
Are you lost? Can I do something for you?
Who's prowling around out there?
That smells like trouble. You sure you can trust him?
Stop bothering me!
Hey, who's out there?
Who's sneaking around out here?
Is someone there? You'd better not try anything. Are you lost?
Hey, what? What do you want?
doing here? Don't even think about stealing something, got it? Are you looking for something? Oh, hello. Is someone there? Hey, that's against the law. What's wrong with you? You hurt your back? Get that thief! Are you looking for something? Don't even think about stealing something, got it?
Hey, what? What do you want?